This is Wintergirls, number 62. I wake in black. Time is stuck in molasses. Blackstrap molasses poured into a mixing bowl. The mirror shows the dark outside. Night. The sun was setting, not coming up. I am in the gateway. 1:15. The monster boy left. I pick up the phone. No dial tone. The motel is sleeping, shut down for the season. My arms fight the blankets and my feet find the door. They're not waiting for me to make a decision. They're going. We're going. The cold swirls around my ankle, hungry to pull me to the ground. It takes a month to find my jacket, a year to lace up my boots. Take knitting, take purse, take key. My heart quivers, cranberry sauce dumped from a can. Step outside. The snow has stopped. The crescent moon hangs high, stars rubbing their hands together, teeth chattering. A glacier wind cuts into the spaces between my ribs and through the tiny cracks in my bones. I don't have much time. I shuffle towards the office. The door to 113 is open. The lights are on. No. That can't be. Everything is shut down. Everything is frozen. No. Yes. I peek inside. Cassie is sitting cross-legged on the bed, a solitaire game spread out on the blanket. As I cross the threshold, she throws her cards in the air. Finally, she shouts, "Why are you always late? You got lost again, right?" Her room is warm. A cheap cartoon plays on the TV. There's a platter of half-eaten gingerbread cookies on the table, along with a bottle of vodka. Popcorn is popping in a microwave. She pulls me down to sit next to her. "Okay, listen. The next couple of minutes are totally going to suck. There's no way around that, sorry. I'd make it easier if I could." "What are you talking about?" She chuckles. "Stop kidding. This is a serious moment. You're crossing over." "I have to call my parents." "You can't." "What? What is going on?" She pats my shoulder with stone fingers. "Leah, honey, you're dying. Kind of dizzy, right? Feel wicked weird? Your heart is about to stop." I push her hand away. "I don't want to play." "You don't have a choice. This is your fate. It's time." She reaches for me again. Thin trails of mist flow from her fingers and twine around my arms. "Relax. It doesn't hurt that much. I want to go home. Look both ways before you cross. I have to teach Emma how to knit. I promised. They'll get her a DVD." "But I don't want to." She speaks slowly. "Your kidneys failed a couple hours ago. Starvation plus dehydration plus exhaustion topped off with an almost overdose. Nice job, Leah. Nice job indeed. Your lungs are filling. Just a few more minutes. Relax." She leans forward and exhales a wreath of mist that falls over me like bonfire smoke. My heart flops once. I try to breathe. My lungs don't expand. For a moment, one glass coffin moment, I want to give in, freeze, bleed out. Surrender would be easy to swallow. I could sleep forever after. My stupid heart flops again in the mud, not ready to hibernate yet. One more time, and then a third beat, faster. It kindles a tiny fire in my blood. I wave my arms to break through the mist. "Open your mouth." "Huh?" "If I'm dying, you have to be nice to me. Come on, Cass, one little favor." She shrugs and sighs, then opens up. On her tongue lies the green disc, sea glass born inside a volcano and buried with her in the ground. I snatch it. "No!" she shrieks. I try to get up, but my legs aren't listening. "It's mine!" She slaps my arm. The glass flies through the air and bounces on the carpet. We scramble over each other, body and shadow, bone and shimmer. She lands closest, but she doesn't see it. I reach under the side table, pretending it's there. She grabs the back of my jacket and heaves me to the side. "Ha!" she mutters, groping under the table. I tip my fingers through the carpet until they find it. Her head is halfway under the table. I hold the glass to my eye. It's filthy. I lick it. Green lollipops sizzle on my tongue. The noise makes Cassie freeze. She turns around as I hold it up again and look through the leaf-covered crystal out the window to the stars lining up above us. Her scream is wrapped in white velvet, elegant and muffled. The light beyond her eyes flashes with 100 futures for me. Doctor, Ship's captain, forest ranger, librarian, beloved of that man or that woman, or those children or those people who voted for me or who painted my picture. Poet, acrobat, engineer, friend, guardian, avenging whirlwind. A million futures, not all pretty, not all long, but all of them mine. You lied, I say. I do have a choice. Cassie flops back on the bed, pouting, arms crossed over her chest. That's right. Leave me alone. Go have a real life. My bad for screwing up. I hold out the glass. Look through this. Maybe you can come back. It doesn't work that way. There are some laws in physics that are real, you know. I can't change them. I'm stuck here forever. Stuck in the middle? In between worlds? Yeah, that's the classic definition of ghost, isn't it? Do you want to be all the way dead? I ask. Yes. She shakes her head, ignoring the tears in her eyes. No, maybe. I get glimpses of it sometimes, like a countryside that you can see from an airplane. Something about it reminds me of being a kid, when the world was our kingdom, but I don't know why. My heart is waving a red flag. I have to hurry. Quick, I say, tell me what you miss the most. What? What do you miss about being alive? Her eyes blur with summer clouds, the sound of my mom singing a little off key, the way my dad went to all my swim meets and I could hear his whistle when my head was underwater, even if he didn't yell at me afterward for not trying harder. While she talks, I move slowly to the door. She doesn't notice. I miss going to the library. I miss the smell of clothes fresh out of the dryer. I miss diving off the highest board and nailing the landing. I miss waffles. Oh. Her head tilts back like she's high on a swing. Her edges are fading. Oh, this is awesome, Leah. I never thought of trying this, of taking the best parts with me. I open the door. Do you feel better? She's transparent. Best. Good. My heart lurches. Go to the office, she says, her body disappearing like a mist in the sun. The payphone on the wall still works. There are quarters in the top drawer. Hurry. I'm sorry, I say. Sorry I didn't answer. Her eyes glitter like stars. I'm sorry I didn't call sooner. 63. It takes almost the rest of my life to get to the office, but because the moon is paying attention to my visions and the stars are lined up, the quarters are in the drawer and the payphone does work. I call my mother and give her directions so she can find me. I tell her that I'm finally alive, but that she should hurry. The paramedics zap my heart with their magic wands as we speed to the hospital. Once, twice, 3 times. 64. They tell me I was 10 days in the hospital. I slept, dreamless. 65. My 3rd visit to New Seasons is the longest one yet. A marathon, not a sprint to the exit. I walk mostly, stop and sit down when I'm tired, ask a lot of questions. Every once in a while, I spend a day or 3 with storm clouds in my head. I sit some more, quiet, until they pass. No games this time. No midnight exercise parties in the shower for me. No dumping my food in the plants, or sticking it in my underwear, or bribing an attendant to lie about my intake. I avoid the drama of the girls still neck deep in the snow, running away from the pain as fast as they can. I hope they figure it out. The concept of eating is scary. The nasty voices are always on call, eager to pull me back down. Stupid, ugly, stupid bitch, stupid fat, stupid baby, stupid loser, stupid lost. But I do not let them. I put all of the bites in my mouth and try not to count. It's hard. I take half a cinnamon bagel and the numbers jump out at me. Boo! Half a bagel, 165. Whole bagel, 330. 2 tablespoons full fat cream cheese, 80. I breathe in slowly. Food is life. I exhale, take another breath. Food is life, and that's the problem. When you're alive, people can hurt you. It's easier to crawl into a bone cage or a snowdrift of confusion. It's easier to lock everybody out, but it's a lie. Food is life. I reach for the second half of the bagel and spread cream cheese on both. I have no idea how much I weigh. This scares me almost to death, but I'm working on it. I am beginning to measure myself in strength, not pounds, sometimes in smiles. I read a lot. Emerson, Thoreau, Watts, Sonia Sanchez. He was right. She's amazing. The Bible, a couple of pages. The Bhagavad Gita, Dr. Seuss, Santayana. I write awkward, random poetry. Our floor goes on a field trip to a restaurant. I eat a waffle with syrup and ask for more. They're teaching me how to play bridge. I'm not interested in poker. All bets are off. Mom and Dad and Jennifer visit. We talk and talk until the dams burst and the tears flow, with a little blood because we're all angry. But nobody storms out of our sessions. Nobody uses nasty names. We take turns shoveling through years of muck. Sometimes I think my skin will burst into flames. I'm angry at them. I'm angry at us. I'm angry that I starved my brain and that I sat shivering in my bed at night instead of dancing or reading poetry or eating ice cream or kissing a boy or maybe a girl with gentle lips and strong hands. I'm learning how to be angry and sad and lonely and joyful and excited and afraid and happy. I'm learning how to taste everything. I don't lie to the nurses this time. I don't argue with them or throw anything or scream. I argue with the doctors because I don't believe in their brand of magic, not 100%, and it's something I need to talk about. They listen, take notes, suggest that I write down what it looks like to me. At least they don't think I'm crazy because I see ghosts. My brain stirs and yawns when they take away the crazy candies. It grows when I feed it. Another page turns on the calendar. April now, not March. Dr. Parker visits. She and the inpatient team are putting together a transition plan for me, so I can shift from hospital Leah to real Leah. Who cares if we call it a depression or a haunting? She asks. You haven't cut yourself since you got here. You're talking, you're eating, you're blooming. That's what matters. 3 stars. Cassie's parents show up the day the crocuses open. We cry. I miss Cassie so much. I can only think about her in sad, short gasps. She shows up now and then, but rarely says anything. Mostly she watches me knit. I'm making my mom a sweater. I write Emma a letter every single day. When they finally let her come, she brings me a get well card signed by her whole class. Her cast is off, but she doesn't want to play softball. Lacrosse is the cool sport this year. Her hug makes me strong enough to carry the entire world on my shoulders. She wants me to come home soon. I'm almost ready. I am spinning the silk threads of my story, weaving the fabric of my world. The tiny elf dancer became a wooden doll whose strings were jerked by people not paying attention. I spun out of control. Eating was hard, breathing was hard, living was hardest. I wanted to swallow the bitter seeds of forgetfulness. Cassie did too. We leaned on each other, lost in the dark and wandering in endless circles. She got too tired and went to sleep. Somehow I dragged myself out of the dark and asked for help. I spin and weave and knit my words and visions until a life starts to take shape. There is no magic cure, no making it all go away forever. There are only small steps upward. An easier day, an unexpected laugh, a mirror that doesn't matter anymore. I am thawing. The end. Hope you enjoyed.